Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right?
Seconds out, round 1.
So 10 rounds for the WBA Continental Featherweight title. Fighters needed any introduction. Reece Bellotti in the army green trunks trimmed with black. Ray Ford from Camden, New Jersey in the white trunks with the yellow trim, the yellow tassels. Got all the traits of a slick American-style southpaw. Ford is sharp, but well, against Perez, Darren, I think we were both in agreement, although he had some things going on outside the ring a couple of weeks before. He'd become a dad for the first time, and he said he wasn't as switched on as he might have liked to be. He didn't seem to like the pressure and the roughhouse tactics. And, well, already you can just see Reece Bellotti is trying to get in his face, trying to make that space small. We know he can let his hands go, and we know he's heavy-handed too. That's exactly what he needs to do here.
100%. This is a lot better from Reece already at the start of this first round. He understands he can't just throw one big shot. It has to be in numbers, quantity. He's got to be smart. He's got to move his head. He's got to bring his feet in. But, yeah, you're right. With Ford, he did look uncomfortable on the back foot. You know, you can make these excuses that there was a birth of a child, etc., but that shouldn't make you wary on the back foot. This is exactly where Ford wants to be, holding the centre of the ring and sharp shooting, quick shots, head and body. Reece needs to close the gap.
Just walks into a three-punch counter there from Ford. You know, every fighter has their kind of kryptonite, and I think Bellotti, wouldn't mind us saying, has just struggled with fighters who are a little bit more fleet of foot as he's gone up the levels. Jordan Gill in particular, who's just got a masterful balance and footwork. Just kind of step rings around him last summer.
Oof,
lovely combination there from
right hook, sorry.
Ford from Southport, finishing on that right hook, as you say. Bellotti would have expected this. There was always going to be a considerable discrepancy in hand speed. That's obvious from the start, but it's if he can just absorb these and try and put him under some sustained pressure.
Body shots will be key for this as well. Try and slow Ford down. Get him into the later rounds. The hand speed starts to drop. So important that Reece brings his feet in, doesn't fall over that front foot, but this is better. Close the gap. When you've got your man on the ropes, try and create angles. But Ford so far looking very composed, Chris.
Ford was brought in as one of the chief sparring partners for Shakur Stevenson's fight with Tucker Khan-Clary. I think it was last year now. Time seems to go strange during this pandemic. It wasn't too long ago though. Bellotti's been up in Dave Caldwell's gym sparring with young Hopey Price, who himself very well scored amateur, fleet of foot, sharp shooting southpaw. That's good sparring.
Very good
in
sparring.
preparation for this. So one round in the books, and Ray Ford found some stinging counters that he brought Reece Bellotti onto, and the British fighter tried to just close the gap, tried to put him under some pressure, but he was second best in that opening round, Darren.
Yeah, he was. He'll be happy that that's out of the way. He's got the first round under his belt, though. It went to Ford. You know, he's in the fight. You can gauge the hand speed, the power of Ford. Now it's about getting to work. I was just a bit worried that he was falling over the front foot a little bit there. He's got to, he's got to be eager to get close to Ford. He's got to bring his feet in. Doesn't want to be coming over that front foot. When he gets his man on the ropes, try and create angles, work to the body, bring the uppercuts up. But it's all about getting close to Ford. Can he do that?
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out, round 2.
Yeah, Ray Ford's 22 years of age now. Body's just starting to expand. The last time he made 122 was as an amateur in 2018. That was in those USA National Finals when he lost to Duke Reagan, who just came away from Tokyo Games with a silver medal. Lost to Batagaziev in the final, and it shows you how close he was to potential Olympic qualification. He's right up there as some of the best. But he feels he's tall enough eventually to maybe go up to 130, then through 135 as well. But I mean, Bellotti looks considerably bigger in there, but he's been beaten to the punch at the moment. Ford putting his hands together well, just scoops a left hand through the body. Bellotti just looking for that overhand right. Some of it landed, some of it was taken on the gloves.
When he's standing at arm's length, Reece has got to move his head. Doesn't want to be static. Got to make it difficult for Ford to land these shots. Easier said than done when you're facing someone with the hand speed of Ford. Very relaxed Ford. Extremely focused and switched on for his UK debut. It's a big moment for him.
Just strong arming Bellotti as he tried to step in, holding that gap with the lead hand, sending that left hand down the middle, and they try and work up close.
When he's in close there, Chris, he's really got to let his hands go, just to show the ref that he does, that Ford's holding. He wants to get down to work. Can't waste them opportunities. It's going to be difficult for him to get close, but when he's here, he's got to let his hands go. Body, head, bring the uppercuts up. This is better. And again, he's got to keep busy. Let the refs, see that it's not you that's holding. That starts putting pressure on Ford.
You do get the impression, though, Darren, that Ford has got another gear or two to go up if he needs it at the moment. Looks very calm, composed. Nice right hand over the top there from Bellotti. Always a danger punch against the southpaw, just thrown from the hip, but stinging straighter shot with the backhand from Ford. Doubled it up as well.
Oh, good left hand. Picking it well in this round.
Now they work away. Again, Bellotti just trying to pressure Ford on the ropes. This is where Bellotti wants to be and where Ford doesn't. Trying to just slip and roll and cover up those shots. And Jim McDonald just trying to encourage his man. It seems a long time ago since we saw James DeGale out and they were ever present in his corner for the best part of a decade. Took him right to the top after that gold medal in Beijing. 3 Olympic Games ago now, how the time flies. I was talking to David Price as well a couple of days ago. He said it really does go, as I'm sure you know.
Why'd you look at me there?
Oh, just because you still got your youth.
Just about mentally, that is.
Yeah.
Physically, I'm like a 7-year-old, Chris. But yeah, time has flown. We've seen some fantastic fighters come through the Olympics for Great Britain. James DeGale, definitely one of them. One of the best I've sparred with. Spiteful. Inspiring, could really punch hard, and Jim McDonald deserves a lot of credit for guiding James DeGale's career.
Round 3.
And there'll be a few Olympians in the house on the main broadcast tonight. We'll leave the surprise for you in the next hour or two. Bellotti just circling around to his left-hand side, just trying to limit the opportunities that Ford will have for the left hand, but the American just steps off him, walks him onto jab and a short right hook, works the body.
Looking confident here, Ford holding the centre of the ring. Intelligent boxing. Going back in straight lines there, though, picking the way. Oh, walks onto a right hook there, Reece. He's under pressure here, been caught with a few big shots.
Yeah, the legs are gone, and Ray Ford knows it too, and he's letting the hands go. Bellotti has gone a little bit static here. He's taken a few shots, and the referee steps in and waved it off. Well, I think Bellotti's bravery has potentially been his worst enemy there, Darren. Maybe he would have been better off touching down, but he was on his feet taking clean shots, and, well, his legs are not underneath him, as you can see, but he seems almost confused as to why that was stopped. But I think almost the worst thing he could have done in that moment was to try and stay on his feet, even just taking a knee or something there. But the referee, well, if the ropes don't keep you up, there is no standing 8 count to be administered. He had to jump in and save the day, and that's devastating for Reece Bellotti. Just looks at Jimmy McDonald. I think he's a little bit confused there, a little bit buzzed perhaps. But Ford, well, he saw the opening and he didn't waste any time taking advantage of it.
It was a beautiful shot. It was a short right hook from the southpaw stance. Lovely shot, and that caused all the problems. Scrambled the senses of Reece Bellotti. It just didn't get going, and it was a great finish from Ford. bit down on the gum shield, and there were shots coming in from all angles. That was an impressive display from him. I wasn't sure, if I'm honest, after watching the Perez fight, but very impressed with him there. There's an awful lot to like. Quick hands, quick feet, always looking to counter with spiteful shots from all angles.
There's a number of decent prospects in and around this weight division stateside. Edward Vasquez, Martino Jules, Donald Smith III, and he will fancy himself as someone that can get in amongst it at world level. He is some way away from it now, Rayford, but a good display. He's back on track. And Reece Bellotti just speaking to the referee there, I think to get clarity more than anything, but well, that puts an end to Before the Bell. We'll head over to David Diamante now for the official result of our second contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Michael Alexander calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 39 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by RSC. He's still undefeated and the new WBA Continental Featherweight Champion, Raymond Savage Ford.